tell you about the Craftsman V20 Brushless RP 7¼ circular saw and show you how it can boost your cutting game. Let's start with the power plant. Under the hood, Craftsman packs a brushless motor that gives this saw the power to run a 7¼ blade at 5,000 RPM. Compared to Craftsman's CMCS551 with its brushed motor, the Brushless RP CMCS551 produces 75% more power using the same 4-amp-hour battery. That brushless motor also delivers far greater runtime than a brushed motor could. Stepping up to the larger 7¼ blade also results in a deeper cut capacity. At 90 degrees, you can cut up to 2 9/16 inches deep, or 2 inches deep when you're making a 45-degree bevel cut. From long, straight cuts in plywood to compound cuts in 2x material, you'll have the capacity and performance you need to cut confidently. When you pull the trigger to make a cut, an LED automatically comes on to light up your cut line. At the same time, there's a generous line of sight to the blade to help you make the most accurate cut possible. Of course, there are also notches marked for 0 degrees and 45 degrees on the stamped aluminum shoe to guide you as well. As you cut, an ergonomically designed front handle covered with rubber overmold keeps your trigger hand comfortable, while the generous front pommel helps you maintain stability and control all the way through to the end. Unlike some of the competition, Craftsman extends its use of stamped aluminum to the blade guard. While the aluminum weighs more than tool plastic, it's not much, and it gives the saw a big boost in durability. Despite the more durable build, the saw only weighs 7.1 pounds bare. If you're using a 4-amp-hour battery like we are, the total working weight is a very reasonable 8.8 pounds. Turning to the adjustments, the saw can bevel up to 56 degrees, and it includes positive stops at 22.5 degrees and 45 degrees to make common cuts easier. To make the adjustment, loosen the lever on the front of the saw, pivot the shoe to the angle you want to cut, and tighten the lever back down. When you want to adjust the depth of your blade, you'll find the release behind the motor housing. Pull it up to adjust the blade depth from 0 to 2 9/16 inches to match the type of cut and size of material you're working with. Markings on the gauge to the right of the handle help you quickly dial in the depth you want. Craftsman includes a 24-tooth carbide-tipped framing blade with the saw. When it's eventually time to change it, the process is easy. Locate the blade wrench. It's stored on the tool just underneath the blade height lever. Next, locate the blade lock button to the right of the front pommel. With the saw sitting on its side, press in that button while you carefully spin the blade until you feel the button slip into its detent, locking the blade in place. Continue to hold while you use the blade wrench to loosen the bolt holding the blade in place. Once it's loose, you can hand loosen it the rest of the way, remove the blade, swap the new one on, and reverse the process to secure it. Remember to hand tighten the bolt back in place with the blade wrench. Never use a power tool for that job. When it comes to storage, this saw is Craftsman VersaTrack compatible with a notch under the handle. Head over to your favorite Craftsman retailer to buy a VersaTrack clip, and you can easily hang the saw on the VersaTrack wall organization system. As part of the V20 platform that includes more than 100 compatible products, you can use any Craftsman V20 battery to power this saw. We recommend using either a 4-amp-hour or a 6-amp-hour battery to get the best performance and runtime. To add the CMCS551 to your tool arsenal, visit your favorite Craftsman retailer where you can pick one up for $129. The battery and charger are sold separately. Craftsman backs your purchase with a 3-year warranty. Do you have any questions about the Craftsman V20 Brushless RP 7¼ circular saw, or some feedback you'd like to leave us? Drop those in the comments below, and as always, thanks for watching.